Good morning, good morning, good morning. Took a day or two longer than I wanted to, but brother been busy. Anyway, before I get started, I want y'all to subscribe, like, comment. You can also find me on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Anchor, and TikTok. So again, y'all know I like to say ain't that hard to find. Anyway, today I want to talk to these ex-convicts. I'm gonna talk to those ex-convicts today. These black men. I say black men because I really don't know. Well, I do know that European people and people of other ethnic groups treat their men different. So this might apply in some cases to white men and other groups, but I know it applies to us. So I want to talk to y'all, man, about something I used to hear when I was a young man all the time, seemed like, and that was birds of a feather flock together. Birds of a feather flock together. In other words, they're saying, sparrows hang with sparrows, robins hang with robins, bluebirds or blue jays hang with, blue jays, blackbirds hang with blackbirds, hawks hang with hawks. You don't see a lot of them hanging out with one another. You might see them feeding in the same area, but when it's time to, get busy, you see them move off together and they own their flocks. I say that to say, in fact, let me just clear some things up. Clear one other thing up. When you go in the jungle, man, you don't see lions hanging with gazelles. You don't see bears hanging with the deer. You don't see, wolves and rabbits hanging out. Everything kind of stick within its own ethnic group. That's just what it is. When we go to prison, one of the first things they want to stop or not allow to happen is you talking with someone that have been in the place you have just gotten out of. In fact, they don't want convicts talking to convicts. You're on probation or anything like that, or they don't want you around talking to no one have been through what it is that you're going through. When they let you out, one of the first thing they tell you is you can't hang around nobody that on parole, probation, or anything like that. Let me be the first one to tell you, right? You ain't got no business, and I'm talking to the ex-convicts. You ain't got not 1 ounce of business talking to anyone, no one that have not been to prison. Let me say that again. You don't have no business talking to anyone or no one at all that don't understand what you've been through. Nobody. The counselor or the probation officer or parole officer who they got you talking to is only to keep tabs on you. It's only to monitor you. That's it. They're looking for a reason to not allow them to have a check in their pocket coming in. They want to send you back to prison. They want to violate you in some way. And hanging around someone that could help you identify what's going on in your world, someone that can give you the motivation that you need, someone that knows exactly what you're going through. No, they don't want you talking to him or them under no circumstances. You see, we are in a peculiar situation, us that have been to prison. You don't know it yet. You don't understand it. A lot of us. We don't understand that we've been refined. You've been through the fire. You've been given a lesson that very few gets without going to prison. You've been given a lesson of strength, a lesson of understanding, a lesson of knowing, again, a lesson of commitment, honor, and respect that a lot that don't take that route, don't really understand. So the chances of you going to someone that haven't been there and really getting some sound information about how you can help yourself, it's going to be kind of hard to find. Because what we're dealing with is a lot of what you shouldn't do, what you don't do, what you can't do. I was looking at a video, our brother was saying that we don't help each other, and I've been crying that for a long time. We refuse to point one another in the right direction. We'd rather see you crash and burn because we ain't around the right people. The right people for you, black men that have been to prison, is someone just like you that have been to prison. Because again, they understand something that you don't. They understand that when we talk, we plot. They understand when us men get together, man, we need answers. That's why everybody, including your mama, have taught you that we can't trust each other. You shouldn't be around them guys that think like you, that act like you. It's deep, and y'all don't understand how far this rabbit hole go when it comes to us, black men, and who have been trained to ensure that you do not succeed. You can't go to another convict, ex-convict, and he gonna tell you what you can't do, see? What he gonna try to do is give you the tools that you need to make sure you're successful. You see the difference in the mindsets? That's why they don't want you talking to nobody like me. Because I'm gonna tell you to do whatever you think is necessary, and if it's something I can aid and assist you with, and I'm hoping you're doing something positive now. I'm hoping you're doing the right thing now. But in a whole lot of cases, it really don't matter, because if you feel like you need to do something, then I'm going to try to give you what you need to do it, providing that I feel like it's something that you need, it's possibly something that you need to do. Well, in some cases, it ain't none of my business, man. If we on the same team, and we on the same team, I can't tell you how to feel about how someone have wronged you. I can't tell you how to feel, how to trust somebody that don't trust you. I mean, all I can do is tell you, man, listen, this is what you need to do to make sure you are safe. You ain't gonna get a whole lot of what you can't do from me. Because I'm understanding that I'm still finding out that I can do a whole lot of things that, that I didn't know I can do. Still finding out, man, a lot of stuff. I'm finding out a lot of stuff people didn't tell me, man. I'm finding this out on my own. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to find something out, you that's been incarcerated, you that's been to prison, you that's going through trying to figure life out that in 10, 15, 20 years, 25 years, ain't no sense in talking to nobody that haven't been. You remember them same brothers that was motivating you, that was educating you, that was giving you books to read? See, you probably ain't gonna get that out here. nobody probably gonna give you a book. You're probably not gonna tell you nothing useful in the ideal of, from a prisoner, ex-convict point of view, that's gonna be useful to you. Because see, what they don't understand is, it ain't but one way you can really stomach it now. And that's what hot sauce on. That's the bitter, rotten reality of what it is. For us, it need to be as nasty as it is. We perform our best when it's dangerous, when it's nasty. Because you probably, because of what you've been through, gonna keep your head. You're gonna keep your cool. You're gonna be looking around telling everybody not to panic. Chances are this ain't nothing. Or we don't want to see each other fail. We don't want to see one another go back to prison. We don't want to see one another in the idiot box. Because we all been there. Therefore, I'm going to try to tell you something or give you something that will ensure that you don't go back. I'm not going to leave it up to chance. We're not just going to give it to God. We're just not going to let's see what happens. That ain't what we're going to do. They say when the going get tough, the tough get going. And penitentiary or prison or that idiot box didn't do nothing but toughen you up in certain areas. Guess what? You tough enough to deal with whatever they got going on out here. And you should not be talking to anybody else but someone that have been through what you've been through. Ain't no sense in going to the pastor. Ain't no sense in going to the pastor, man, for him to pray for you. Ain't no sense in going to the pastor for him to tell you to pull your punches. Ain't no sense in going to the pastor for him to tell you what not to do from a spiritual standpoint. Remember what was around you when you got your life together. You remember who was there. You remember why they was there. Remember that for most of us, who we played with and how we played was just like in the streets almost. It was a code. Played by a set of rules. We achieved by those set of rules. Those guys that put those books in my hand, these weren't the guys that was out taking candy from babies. These weren't the pimps and the players and the petty hustlers. For the most part, most of those guys that put those books in my hand was doing life bits. They had been in there 20 and 30 years. They did not want me to experience what it is they was going through. Those are the ones that gave me my best advice. Those are the ones that society would call the evil ones. The devils, them ones that can't be trusted, took and turned my life around, gave me information that I didn't even know that was out there, talks about some things to me that I didn't even know existed. These guys that have been thrown to the wolves, these guys that y'all would believe or be made to believe there ain't no good in them. These are the only guys you should be talking to. Them so-called satanistic type or evil type or whatever it is that they've painted that bad picture about men have been to prison, especially us. Man, let me give a shout out to all y'all that have defined the rules and regulations and laws that have been set in front of you. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I just want to let you know, man, that sometimes a man have to do what a man have to do. Sometimes. There's never a time for you to roll over and be a punk. Not never. So understand, if you really want to be successful in this reality, man, you guys have been to prison, you guys has been locked up, you guys that's walking around here with your head down, feeling like there's nothing left, all you got to do again is get with someone that already been there, know what you're going through. Stop looking for people that don't understand you, that don't care nothing about what you've been through. Quit looking for them people to give you some sound advice. They don't have it. So with that being said, again, I'm 16 minutes, 17 minutes. I'm way over my scheduled time of talking. With that being said, y'all holler at your boy, man. Don't play no games. All right? Be good. Take care.